Wagwan Internet, it's Mr. Menziah here and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about how I'm currently feeling about Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So first of all, I want to get out the way. Ubisoft have confirmed that the AI are coming back as your team. I believe this is going to be post-launch for the game. I know a lot of people did not care about this, but some people did, including myself, because it gave Wildlands that distinct flavour, and it's something I really enjoyed having. It really mitigated the point of me being solo, and I could also customise my AI teammates' clothes, so if I wanted to dress them all up as Predator, I could if I wanted to. So good to see that they're going to be coming back. Hopefully with all the current features that we currently have now in Wildlands, and possibly, hopefully, we could customize their guns too, but that's saying a little too much. So I'm going to talk about how I'm currently feeling of what I've seen demo-wise from other content creators. At the moment, the foundation seems to be pretty good. The foundation of Ghost Recon Wildlands is fantastic. I absolutely love the game. I even platinumed it and put well over 200 hours into the game. But unfortunately, there are some issues which I will get into in a moment. But first, I'm going to talk about the things that I did like seeing. The distribution of loot. It seems that now you'll be able to do little side quests that will give you loot, such as cosmetics and a weapon. I saw this on a content creator's video and I thought that was very good to see that they are going to be spreading out how you can get cosmetics and weapons instead of just the tier system, or going across the map and raiding little places to get certain weapons. I really do like that idea, so now it gives you a reason to play the content in the game, because in Wildlands, yeah, you could do the content, but some of it was just a bit pointless to do. What else did I really like? I liked the graphics. I know they weren't finished, but the graphics were pretty good looking. They looked quite solid in my opinion, and really I liked what they showed off story wise. It really shows to us that they are going to be making the story a more focal point of the game, because in Wildlands you really didn't really have much of a story. It was okay, you have a Mexican Thanos and he's got a cartel, you need to take out all of his henchmen on the map, then take him out, game's done. That's basically what the game was about, basically. With this time round, it seems they're going to go more of a story driven route and show off different points of view of the wolves and the ghosts, because the wolves are ghosts but they've gone rogue, and really it's going to go into their whole point of why they turned against their country, which I think is quite good to see. Please don't kill off John Bernthal. Ubisoft, you are terrible at killing off your best villains. The only good villain that you managed to stave off from killing off was Aaron Keener from The Division. So do the same thing with John Bernthal, please. Don't kill him off in one game, because he's literally the shining beacon of the franchise at the moment. Now I'm going to talk about the things I didn't like. A lot of this demo that I saw looks very similar, a little too similar to Wildlands. For some people that's not a bad thing, and for me that's not all just a bad thing, because I did love Wildlands, and if they're going to have more of the same, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I do expect a little more than a new story and an injury system. You get what I mean? And what do I mean by this? The gunplay looks very similar to Wildlands. I didn't expect a dramatic change. Don't get it twisted and start taking my words out of context. I expected them to at least make the weapons feel a bit more meaty, especially when you're shooting enemies, because really, when you're playing Wildlands, the majority of the guns have little to no impact when you shoot someone, but it's the other way round. The enemies can flinch the fuck out of you when they shoot you, and you can't do the same to them. Hopefully they can get that changed by the release of the game, but we just have to wait and see. Then the driving looks very similar to Ghost Recon Wildlands. Some of the cars did feel quite nice to drive though. Like driving a tank felt awesome to do in Wildlands. And I think you'll be able to have that same experience here. So there's no issue there. But when it comes down to the actual driving of regular cars, it looks very similar, very generic. And at the moment, some of the cars, the regular cars, need to have distinct feelings. Like how it feels to drive them. In Wildlands, every car just drives fast. And they don't feel any different to one another other than the sound. So hopefully they can improve upon that too. But other than that, it just looks like an expansion to Wildlands in my opinion, with some upgraded graphics. Me personally, I could have just said, yo, you could do what you're doing to Rainbow Six Siege and just add on to it. But I guess it's because the player base wasn't big enough to sustain it. So they had to make a new one. Because at the moment, I feel personally that this could have just been another expansion to it. But it is what it is. I'm not writing the game off at the moment. But I can definitely feel that Assassin's Creed effect in here. That I feel they're basically going to keep giving us the same thing with some small new features. For example, that injury system, which they keep over pushing in the advertisement of the game, which I think it's not really a big deal. But hopefully the AI has improved from Wildlands, because in Wildlands the enemies come out the fucking woodwork like cockroaches and they swarm your ass when you get detected, or when you're in a firefight you're gonna get shot. No matter how good you are, you're gonna get shot. And I need to know how they're going to balance out that injury system, because I know from what I've seen, even watching it pissed me off. So I need to see how they are going to improve upon that. But back to what I was saying, I don't really see how this is a sequel, but this is a Ubisoft game. And then again, I say that, but every Assassin's Creed up to Assassin's Creed Revelations were literally carbon copies of each other with different stories and settings, and I absolutely love those games, probably more so than any other Assassin's Creed in the franchise. So then again, I could absolutely love this game. I'm not writing it off. So all them sensitive pussy-olds out there who get easily triggered, I'm not writing the game off. I'm just saying, at the moment, I could see stuff that needs to be improved, and I'm still going to buy the game at release, and I'm still going to review the thing. So don't be pissy at me in the comments below. Alright? But that's what I've really got to say for this video. I am looking forward to this game. I love Ghost Recon Wildlands, and it looks like I'm going to get the exact experience with a new story and some new cosmetics and weapons. That's fine. I'm happy, and I am actually excited, alongside with Doom Eternal. Those are going to be my two main games of this year, and I can't wait to play them. But that's all I really got to say for this video, folks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you excited for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, or are you going to give this one a skip? You know what to do in the comments. Make sure you drop a like, because it really does help the channel grow, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't, because YouTube is not sending out notifications. They're deleting subscribers and YouTube channels and videos based on the new adpocalypse that is happening, which I will also talk about very soon. So please help me and do the things that I mentioned, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.